How y'all doing? This is Preacher Man R&B, and this is another Gotham Reviews Mondays. This week is Season 1, Episode 11. What happened on this week's episode, Jim Gordon was working in Arkham Asylum. And at the beginning, they're having a play, and there's this character in the comic that's Electromancer. And he's the head of the play, and what we find out is there's an inmate in Arkham that's doing electrotherapy on other inmates. And Jim Gordon makes an investigation, and his boss says if he doesn't find out who's doing this, that he would be demoted even lower than he is. So Jim Gordon's trying to figure this out, and this is when we first meet Dr. Leslie Tompkins, and she's examining the patients that's been a victim of the shock therapy, and she's trying to help Jim, and Jim starts interviewing all the inmates, and he has an idea of who he thinks it is, and then they try to see if this is the person, and we find out that it's not, and he calls Bullet to come and help him, and Bullet takes the head doctor away to ask questions, and Bullet finds out that there's this woman inmate that's dressed up like a nurse, and she's acting like she works there, but she's really an inmate, because when the old Arkham Asylum was shut down, she hid in the basement until it opened back up. So it makes it look like she was the one that was doing this, but it was really Electromancer, and she was just one of Electromancer's patients. And at the end of the episode, Electromancer uses the guy that they thought it was, that Jim first thought it was, to escape, because he uses this shock therapy on him too, and they escape. And he leaves a note for Jim Gordon telling him that he wished he could have talked to Jim Gordon before he left, and he probably would have tried to use his electrotherapy on Jim Gordon, but he's escaped, and we'll find more about that in the next episode. But what's happening with Catwoman and Ivy's sick, so Catwoman takes Ivy to Jim Gordon's apartment, that way she can get better, and Barbara Gordon calls to try to talk to Jim, and Ivy picks up the phone, and just makes that storyline more hectic for Jim. We'll find more about that in the next episode. And what else happens with Penguin? He's trying to add taxes to the fishermen, and Don Maroney don't like that, and he makes Penguin get arrested and to learn what he did wrong, and Don Maroney tells him this at the end of the episode, and Penguin looks mad, and this is just going to elevate the storyline to Penguin turning on Don Maroney, and we'll see more what happens with that in the rest of the season. And if you've seen some of my early reviews of Gotham, my first ones, you'll find more about that, because that's when I started reviewing Gotham. And what else happened was that Fisher Mooney's trying to kill out her competition for Don Marone's head of the table. So she gets Butch to kill his friend that he grew up with, and that way she could rise up to Don Marone's, Don Falcone's, not Marone, my bad, position in the family. And that's all that happened on this week's episode. My question for all y'all is, what y'all think's going to happen next week with the Electromancer being out of Gotham, out of Arkham in Gotham, and what do you think's going to happen with that? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Got the Fuji's awesome. See y'all next time.